Hello. Hi, Avery, and welcome when you get back, Majestic Dirt. Can I get an audio check, please? How are we sounding? Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? Let me know. Hey, Apollo! What? Scrungly? Yes. This is, I call her Grammy Scribble Model. But yes. She is new. And she will be fixed. I know what to do to fix her. Mostly it's a drawing thing. Audio's fine, I think. Okay, thank you. But yes, she does what she needs to do, at least for now. Well, you know. Oh, bald? I have to, like, manually bald myself, but yeah, there you go. You know, actually, nothing. I mean, something. Or maybe not. Out with it! The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today? I was thinking. An egg? Yeah. She looks very bald. Like, more bald than my other model. If you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you. See, it's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. And the victim, Mr. Latouche. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lamiroir told us Lamiroir told the whole court. Wait! That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latouche, when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him! It was Mr. Darien! It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top-secret mission, he said. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine. Right. Well, time's a-wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Let's go. Woo! What a great day! It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on! Show us your stuff, Apollo! What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Ooh, live Gaviner's tour. So much Gaviner stuff here. Look, a blimp! Those balloons next to it have sponsor ads on them. Let's see. Big sale, all shirts 50% off. Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. A Giant Prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena.
Ooh, maybe I could take it to the office when they're done with it.
Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing through the front door.
Then I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business.
Yay, OMG model! Yes, welcome in, Gray. She is little. She is scrunkly. I call her Scribble. Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute.
Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me.
Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Blue Badger. How are you doing, though, Gray? What's that creature there? Keeping the movement? She's a little scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I layered her very well, but I have learned. I can fix her.
Ooh, that's the police mascot, the Blue Badger.
Eh? It's life-size!
Haven't you seen them around town, patrolling the streets? Yes, now even Law and Order has a mascot.
Did you have fun making she? I did! I feel like I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Maybe because she's also very simple, so she didn't intimidate me as much as Big Remy Model, but I'm working towards it. I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky.
I don't think you're showing true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo.
Yeah, I'm learning. We're gonna do it. Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today.
It's huge! And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday, I'll fight my first battle on this stage.
Battle?
Well, yeah. It's a coliseum, isn't it?
They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy.
Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped.
I'm doing fine, filled with rage from work, but I have more power than them because I have the power of I can quit. So true! You tell them. I believe in you. Sometimes I worry about her. Looks like there's nothing here. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lamiroir! I'm sorry about today. There is nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi.
Are you okay? Alone, I mean.
Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult.
Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking.
I heard your footsteps several times the day before.
Oh! You must have great ears.
Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday. But how? Talk to me. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescent's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. Wait! Lamiroir, is something the matter? That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. No way. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something? The next moment, I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once.
So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard.
Yeah. At least, she certainly thinks it was. I met Machi before my debut as Lamiroir. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia. And he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? No. It wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi.
Pretending he couldn't see and all the... Oh, pretending he couldn't see and all the while acting as your eyes?
We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy.
I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latouche.
Ah, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear.
So you had no idea?
Of course not. No one did.
I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was.
Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand.
You have no idea?
I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why?
What makes you think that?
Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility, because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory.
Clouded? Right.
The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart.
In your heart?
I have no memory of the time before I became Lamiroir. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days.
What was it she said about not being able to remember the light?
I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamiroir is lost to me.
But I don't think you...
I could think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me?
Do you think your past might be related to this case? No way! That seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamiroir.
I thank you. Machi, too, tells me this often when I fear of who I might have been.
Do I have anything? Not really. Nope. Alright. Moving on. Nothing here. Nothing in here. Nothing here either. Okay, maybe I have to go talk to Machi? Mayhaps? Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right. The air vent. And he lied. Lied? Machi Tobae can see. Ah! Machi! Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we could talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. So, what did you think of the trial today? Phew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented, even if he's innocent. Oh, if he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? I'm glad Lamiroir testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian of the Gaviners, the detective. Wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went and all. If he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey, what is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo?
It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know, Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right?
How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English.
Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him.
Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces.
Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. What if that's not all he lied about?
If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him.
I think it'll take something big to get him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Alright, we'll be back. Guess I'm going somewhere? Can you tell me about Machi? I don't have anything, though. Do I do this again? Where am I supposed to go? I am lost. Nope. Unless there's somebody here? Nope. They cut out the floor. Nope. What? Okay, I'm just gonna hand you stuff. Okay, well, if you're not gonna help me... Do I just have to ask him the last thing? Nowhere else I can go.
So, Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see, and Lamiroir can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Gun. I think he said, I'm sorry I cannot speak your language. You are a very beautiful fair maiden.
This is why I never trust a translator.
That's crazy.
Okay, looks like... I guess I need to just go look for stuff? Can I pick this up now?
That's been lying there since the day before yesterday.
It's small. Maybe no one's noticed it.
I kinda want to pick it up. It'd make a cool souvenir, don't you think?
It does stick out in my mind for some reason. Can we pick it up, Apollo? Please? Hey, look! Part of the carpet has been torn up here.
That was the part we did the luminol testing on in court.
Luminol. Right.
You know what I couldn't stop thinking? Who's going to pay for this carpet?
As long as it's not us. Maybe the shooter?
Guess it's true what they say. Crime doesn't pay.
I would hope that carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing holding you back. A murder weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Latouche.
That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns.
Mr. Latouche was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? You would think, Apollo. You would think. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. Look at all that makeup.
All I know is, they sure don't make for much of a clue.
Guess she's not into makeup yet.
She doesn't need it.
This was the window where Lamiroir saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple.
Kind of hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it.
Yeah, but the window was closed.
Maybe she heard it some other way.
They found Machi Tobias' fingerprints on that air vent. What's with the long face?
It's a little lackluster, you know?
Lackluster?
I mean, using the air vent is so obvious. No audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that.
Things must look different through a magician's eyes.
It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window.
Don't go there. You'll get your head stuck. Right after the shooting took place, Lamiroir tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch.
I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important?
Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure.
But I gave it to her and she didn't say anything.
Hey look, it's Geeter.
That guitar! That's the legendary AA400, the Red Badger.
I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic.
Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it.
The fickleness of youth.
You should dye your hair Badger Red, too.
I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Welcome in, Epic Pikachu, how are you?
Ugh, the stubbornness of age.
Well, I can't scroll in this room at all.
Machi played so beautifully.
Yeah, like a real pianist.
That's just silly, Apollo. How could you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy.
Really tired? Oh no, hopefully you could get some rest. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related.
Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you just want to fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo? Please?
No, no fiddling. You'll break something.
If you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. That's what Daddy always says.
These eggs look kind of expensive.
I still can't believe we found Machi and Mr. Latouche up on top of that tower.
Yeah, I used to not like high places. Now I hate them.
It's not like it would have been nicer if we had found a dead body closer to the ground. Though, that reminds me. Daddy's bad with heights, too.
Huh, no kidding.
He took me on a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled objection over and over.
Poor guy.
What a chicken. What a little coward.
Now that's a big instrument case.
That's a case for a
contrabass? Contrabass? I don't know. Contrabass?
I think.
You could fit 20 violins in there, I'd bet.
It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument.
You could fit 5 trucies in there, I'd bet.
Hey! Are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it sitting open like that.
Nothing? That's the ladder we used to climb up to the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon.
Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know?
I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Right. Okay. I need you to tell me something. But is it a ladder or a step ladder? That is the question. I'm gonna look to see what I need to do next, because I'm stuck. Okay. Investigation day 2. Talk to Trucy. Oh, I guess that is one thing I didn't do. Lamiroir dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian.
Lamiroir said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool.
I guess.
What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called.
Somehow, I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time.
Wrong? Why?
I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert.
That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Princess Bride reference? Oh, was it? Maybe at Darien even?
You bet I did. He's one of the Governors' guitarists after all. He's so cool.
Oh, right. All the Governors have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage.
But Lamiroir heard him, didn't she? She heard Darien backstage, right?
Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent.
I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway?
Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Oh, you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it does. I see. It's been so long since I watched it.
Why can't they just call them International Police instead of making up some silly name?
Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamiroir?
What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be.
Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying.
But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces.
If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something.
Wonder if it was something that had to do with... Oh, I wonder if it was something that has to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean.
Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks?
It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that!
Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Ramare. Hey! The
other day! Eek!
Who's there? The man himself, I love. And the music is so good.
We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that?
It's you! Uncle Valent!
Uncle Valent? He's your uncle?
No, silly. It's the Great Ramare, Valent Ramare! The Grand Magician!
Yes, it is I, the Great Valent Ramare, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact. My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So, be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I'm quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true.
Let's ask him about the case, Apollo.
His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm.
After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Wright?
No, I mean my real daddy.
Trucy's real father?
Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Ramare.
Troop Ramare? Huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life! Lamentably listless lad! To not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet! It's Gramarye? I've played this game like 3 times and I never noticed. Valent Gramarye. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I'd heard on television as a child.
You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison.
You said he's a magician? I opened the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of troop gramarye. Wait.
What, Apollo?
I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like, a duo? Her biological daddy, to be accurate, exactly.
A duo?
Yeah, you had a partner. Something gramarye. Yes. Zach. Zach Gramarye. A masterful maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet?
Daddy.
Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way! Once upon a time, Troop Gramarye included 2 Grand Magicians. Myself, Valiant Gramarye, and my partner, Zach Gramarye. And this Zach was...
He was my real daddy.
Trucy's father. A magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea.
There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo.
Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least.
Not that I see Daddy around much these days.
Ugh, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? What's with the holding head and hands? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valiant.
I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum, first time in 7 years, I could feign not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing.
I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape.
Was more for the sensitivity of the topic for Trucy, yeah. It's okay, he didn't know. Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Gramarye. Will you watch it? Oh boy, we're gonna be seeing this video a lot. Clavier, no! Fire. Clavier trying to put out the fire is so crazy.
Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious.
There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. This Valent Grammary has good reasons to be here today. I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Can we ask him? I don't know how to ask him that. Maybe not? Are we just done with him? Oh. Do I just present the video? So, I was wondering, did that stunt in the middle of the song there?
I didn't see a stunt.
What about Lamiroir vanishing and reappearing?
Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice.
So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand. A petite prestidigitation. What? I love how nobody ever questions the fork mysteriously floating in midair.
But if you click on it, Apollo's like, oh, it's just plastic.
A modicum of magic from me to you.
So that's why you were at the concert.
Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I'm like a deity, with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon these floodlit boards not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It's a potent, primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done?
Hey now!
Trucy?
That's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Mais non, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that the terrible occurrence happened later. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Don't even ask. I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Apollo.
Whose side are you on? I, Valent Grammary, now make my lead, Miss Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valent. You should stay a while.
I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene. So, you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Colosseum. See you later, crocodile! Rule number 1 of magic. A magician never reveals his secrets.
Exactly.
With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door. Normally.
Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking.
Right. Valent Grammary. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamiroir disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Back to the Colosseum. A new species of Renary, indeed. The scribbled species. Welcome in, Kimono. How are you?
That song! Isn't that the one Lamiroir was singing?
Yeah, you're right. The guitar serenade. You're hot? Oh no! Is it very hot over there? I heard that it was gonna get really hot over in England, I think.
Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this.
It's a heat wave. Stay cool! Although it can happen in a legal context, in which case it's a process with lots of NDAs involved. Interesting. I'd come to see that.
The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air.
Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician?
Oh! That's right. I was a magician, wasn't I?
Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is! I will stay cool good.
Uncle Valent!
What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss.
The Lamiroir teleportation illusion. Ooh.
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troupe. As I went about my examination, I happened to notice that piano, and I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us.
Talk to me, again.
I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lamiroir's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed. A purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear. Like a dream."
Like a dream. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little sleepy, but we gotta clean the house today because we're having guests over tomorrow, so...
Yet, what can I work on with a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted.
She disappeared from the top of the tower.
But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom-made for a time and a place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Gramarye are concerned.
So, you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well?
And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me.
It troubles you? Why?
Why? Why, do you ask? Why?
I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks.
If something sensitive has to be revealed for a legal case, the judge meets privately with the legal team for both sides, and everyone present signs an NDA, and if there's a jury involved, they all sign NDAs as well.
Dang. Interesting.
I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye. Yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort?
Actually, yes. You're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo.
Or everyone tells him that, and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Gramarye. It was he who began the great Troop Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard, the TV screen a barren waste, stripped of illusion.
That's not true. I still went to all of your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket.
You start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skills at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise, up from obscurity, onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramarye, but for my partner.
Your partner?
You mean... Yes, Zach Gramarye, Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramarye in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valent Gramarye. Our founder, Magnifi Gramarye, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go... what happened to the jet again?
Those details are either redacted or removed from the court documents.
Fascinating.
Apparently, someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zach and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valent and Zach were the shining stars in the Gramarye crown.
Cool, huh? And Zach Gramarye was my daddy.
Now that Magnifi and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valent Gramarye, who brings the Gramarye miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill coming up. How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? Alright, check out piano. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one.
You should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime.
No good. He can't play either.
Kinda feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew.
Did you make that noise just now?
Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh. Look, this was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch.
Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Found on the stage is a switch for something, and that's about all I know. What do you know about this? No? About the DVD? Actually, it's not even a... Is it a DVD? Wait. Oh my gosh. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you.
That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off.
Illusion?
When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember?
Yes. Apparently, they hired a professional magician. Alan Gramarye. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I am afraid I cannot. Mr. Gramarye made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that.
Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know?
I'm reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this?
That's been lying there since the day before yesterday.
Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you.
So, can I put it on?
Receiver transmitter for voice signals. All concert staff wore one.
Attached?
What? No. Go back. Oh, headset attached to Trucy.
Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo.
Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Can I ask you about this headset, Lamiroir? You said that all concert staff were wearing one. That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members, too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on, too, then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. I think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here? Alright, maybe we go back to Machi. Wait, can I look at the clicker?
This switch, sitting here, tempting me to push it.
Don't. You might blow up the whole Colosseum.
Apollo, please. To think that every strange switch triggers a bomb. That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy times.
Alright, true CPI. Please enlighten me. What do you think this switch does?
Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room.
A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor? Okay. Alright, well that didn't help much, but it was silly.
No, you don't want to talk to me? about this? Nope. Nope, he doesn't want to talk to me. Awesome. Sorry, Machi, we don't speak wingding. So true. Oh! We know who this is. Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Munchin'. Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me the second degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left? My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. Munching intensifies. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something? I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct, and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamiroir's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? There are actually recipes for snackoos online? Wait, really? That's crazy. That's right! Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Was that true, what you said in court today? You know, about the case. About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The guitar serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. No, I found the link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Yeah, have you tried it? Then Lamiroir flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life. And he went up into the sky with the guitar. Well, 15 feet up at least. It's kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me. I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. Also, she's still ignoring the obvious. There's no chance Machi could have fired a gun of that caliber without serious injury. That's what I mean! So, what did you find? It's so little, I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Ooh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? I got you, Emma, I got you. Let me just flip the switch. Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for, though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? I haven't tried them myself because it requires foreign ingredients. Oh, really? I'll have to look into that. Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing this switch. Ouch! It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big idea? Ah!
Fire.
Well, now we know what this is. An igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo, let's ask Emma more about that switch, now that she has some first-hand experience.
Oh, not present.
What are you trying to do, burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you. You weren't the one holding it.
I'll try to find the recipe, please do.
There's enough sparks flying around here just with the two of you talking.
Anyway, now we know this is a remote for an igniter.
Let me see that for a second.
Well,
this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh? Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from Lamiroir's dressing room, that covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage.
It kinda seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage.
Apollo, we literally saw the guitar on fire!
Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation.
We're off to look for more clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now.
I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later.
Good luck!
I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself.
Found at the crime scene, emits a flame when triggered by remote control.
No? No.
Do I show Machi the igniter?
What? Come to laugh at the murderer?
Darian!
That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he?
Not many people are these days, it seems.
It is a crime scene. Not exactly the happiest place to hang out.
Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound.
Look at Skunk Head. I always thought it looked more like a shark, but I see the skunk too.
My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid!
So, about your alibi.
You have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set.
That's right.
The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots, and found Mr. Latouche dead. I got 10,000 witnesses who saw me, too. Right there on that stage.
Your guitar playing was something else.
Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. Can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamiroir's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me?
They won't let you work?
He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low until the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He'd be such a stick in the mud.
Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud?
He may look all flashy and showy, but he's as straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah! It was you, Darian. He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really.
Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all your albums.
The band's fine too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally.
Apollo, let's go check it out! I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on!
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. Tell him I wanted to that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping! Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
Let's not talk to him anymore, alright?
Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice.
Unfortunately, you do not.
That's a lot of guitars.
So, this is it. The Governor's head office.
It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy thing? Object. Whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. I like that. I like that emote.
Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet-like.
That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting. Quietly. So he won't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band?
She'd make a good reporter. For a gossip mag. What? A replica. So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Latouche? Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Just get me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Trucy secretly works for TMC confirmed. Don't blow her cover. Hiya!
Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad.
How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world in any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist.
Watch and learn, Apollo.
So, who have you come to see?
Huh?
Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gaviners? Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom?
What do you think he means, Apollo?
I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Yes, I always read the TV section.
Good girl. How about you, Hair Forehead? I read the funnies. Concert of Tragedy. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song.
Ooh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know.
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless. Endless! Thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey!
Is that a newspaper over there, too? Ah, yes. The Borginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead. Take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song.
Probably no one in Borginia could believe it. Hey yo, you made it. Welcome back, Majestic Dirt. How are you?
It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Their journalists didn't see the need to mention it.
That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Article about the case. It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lamiroir's ballad. I'm okay, what about y'all? I'm okay. I'm doing good. Just EP. Game theory!
Lamiroir's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation for now.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum.
Lamiroir was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible.
I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it.
You co-wrote it with Lamiroir, if I remember correctly? That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Borginia's legal system, as a matter of fact.
And that's when you heard Lamiroir's voice.
It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Nah, I think Edgeworth could do it too.
Honestly, if I was a normal person, I would find the defense attorney so suspicious that they appear at every crime scene.
True, but also, it's only been 3 times now? Question mark? And also, like, this is the first time that Apollo was actually there as soon as the murder took place. So maybe he's not as suspicious.
Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Machi on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lamiroir.
And music history was made.
Played too much Sussy Among Us, yeah.
Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have. Like Apollo, say.
It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there.
You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only browned, not really charred.
No matter. I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have.
What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burned guitar?
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it?
Peep the guitar.
What was... That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did... Oh, that was a bit of... That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that it wasn't the end of it. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. If I had $1 for every time a defense attorney appeared at a crime scene, I would have $3, which is not a lot, but it's funny that it's happened 3 times. True. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally.
Oh, did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were... intriguing.
Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused.
I was just wondering where the work chair in this office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now.
That's a massage chair, isn't it?
That is an ergonomic adjustable office.
I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong?
Have you ever heard of a hat in time? Trucy kind of reminds me of that kid.
I have not, but if you see it, I'll take your word for it.
No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation.
What's that on the plate there?
Is that gum?
Gum?
Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption.
You think a rock star could afford a fresh stick?
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I?
What is that?
Looks like a lump of plastic.
Wait, that phone call.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object. Whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. What? A replica? I came to a conclusion that a plastic egg laid that egg. I mean... Sure. So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Who, us?
I guess chickens are eggs now. Yeah, I guess.
I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to.
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently, it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after.
This lump?
Would you mind telling us what you do know about it?
Wow, look at that stereo.
To me, a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case.
That's such a huge speaker. It must be really loud.
This room is completely soundproof, of course.
Really? In my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on to record something.
Maybe you could get Mr. Wright to talk to them. Work something out?
And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training.
Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamiroir.
How did it end up here?
She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruin the wood. So, we vacuum-packed it in Lamiroir's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
I see. Oh, see? Prosecutors do have a lot of clout.
I still think he's a special case.
Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned.
A gift from Lamiroir, sent from Virginia. Burned the night of the concert. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right! What was that all about?
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called the sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. It was you burnt it? How could you? A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this, in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now. However... Oh my gosh. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however, so he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. This was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It's a small lump, about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it was a replica of. You mean, whatever Mr. Latouche was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Well, what is it?
You know, what is it? Don't ask me, Fräulein.
Oh, if you don't want to tell us. Oh, if you don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia, but apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain.
Oh?
There's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. Kinda looks like those things you used to play the guitar. A pick? Mr. Latouche went through all that trouble to become Lamiroir's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. Replica of something held by Mr. Latouche, apparently the focus of his investigation. I've sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamiroir. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Borginian.
A pick? I don't think it's a pick.
has to be one of these.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter.
Another one?
It was at the crime scene, in Lamiroir's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime. What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to tell you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Herr Forehead.
Thanks?
Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh. That. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same. To you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the, strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating.
Hey, that's right!
I've been thinking, Herr Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives. All of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor?
Fräulein?
Can I ask you why you sing in a band?
Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street.
That's pretty simple, too.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps.
What a guy.
He's so tough.
Looks like Machi's in questioning.
The police must have a Borginian interpreter.
That's no fair.
I wish we could talk to him.
I guess we'll just have to come back later if we want to see him.
I guess so.
Darn. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, it's you. You came at a good time.
Hello there, Emma.
What's up? Either of you know where Lamiroir is?
Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
Yeah? That's strange. What's strange? Can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office.
Lamiroir's missing?
It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all.
Yeah, we'll help you look for her.
Great, thanks.
This place is deserted.
Wonder where Lamiroir went off to.
I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful.
I guess, but I can't help but worry about her a little. Huh? The stage is pitch dark.
The power breaker must be off for this section.
Great. I'll go get someone. Yipes, it was really dark out there.
Dark. That's all Lamiroir has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
Hey, Apollo?
Huh? What?
Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like, something's changed?
Changed?
I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
Now it's bugging me, too. What is she talking about?
Hey, that case! Wasn't that open before?
Huh. I guess someone closed it.
Wait, look! Where the case closes.
Something sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's...
Let's open it, Apollo. Eek! Lamiroir! Lamiroir!
Emma! We have to get Emma! Lamiroir was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around, barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me? I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Dun dun dun, she got a little lost, yeah.
Emma, how's Lamiroir? Is she okay?
Ah, you. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure.
So, she's okay?
Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late.
That's good to hear.
So, what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know.
But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could you not see... Oh.
Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lamiroir! Ah, Mr. Attorney. You were the one who found me? Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room... You were hit? I knew, that very moment. I knew! The assailant was trying to kill me. And we're glad you're okay. Yes, we are.
No!
It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work.
Ah!
Darkness is my ally.
Ally? Ally. I can read.
There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you? Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet, when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. Oof, yeah, oof indeed.
And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo.
So that means it was likely an adult, and probably a man. Could it be him?
But why would anyone attack you, Lamiroir?
The detective asked me this too, and to her I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know. Lamiroir, I wanted to ask you about this. I'll be off, but I'm gonna have to leave and eat. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Do you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Latouche was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after?
In his secret identity. As an undercover agent.
So that's what he was doing. You mean, you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Borginian cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Borginian cocoon before?
Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir?
I wonder. Well, they call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. For certain, all in Borginia know of these.
It's a cocoon. So, do you get silk from it?
I do not know the details, I am sorry to say. I thought she said all in Borginia knew of these. There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia know. What's that? The cocoons. They are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does, and is caught, they will be put to death.
To death? Why?
I do not know. Yet if Interpol was involved, I am sure there is a good reason.
But this is just a piece of plastic.
He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess.
So that's what he was up to?
Tracking down Borginian cocoon smuggling.
Smuggling?
It seems I was marked.
Marked?
Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world.
Ah, so you could have brought those Borginian cocoons with you.
On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latouche was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside.
Is that why they suspected you?
But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means...
What, Apollo?
There must be some reason why Borginia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved.
Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion?
Cocoon smuggling. Mr. Latouche had Lamiroir marked. Couldn't be her.
Huh?
There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamiroir. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Borginian.
Apollo?
Would you come with us, if you're well enough? I see. Yes. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you.
Huh? Where are we going?
Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi? Could you interpret for us, Lamiroir? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we thought you were still blind. Now we know the truth. You could see, right?
I was completely fooled myself.
Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney, what do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well, if I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you?
Hey, you got a reaction, a big one.
Machi, you didn't! Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamiroir, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. Have them look into it. He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty.
Machi?
Do you know everything? Yes. Everything. Well, sort of.
Have him tell us about it.
Very well.
What is this cocoon anyway?
The cocoon. The silk is a potent cure.
A cure?
It must cure some disease. It's a cure for incuritis. A cure for incuritis?
But if it's a cure, why keep it in Borginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine.
It's the raid train.
Oh, thank you so much, CC, for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. How are you guys? Everyone, please go give CC a follow. Are you guys drawing again? Hello, hello. Tired? I feel you. If you need to go eep, raid and run, please feel free to do so. Get some rest. But always, what were you drawing? What were you working on? I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is. Cure. Art for your game, let's go! I'm so excited. It's the visual novel, right? I'm following your Twitter account for it. I await the day it comes out. I think I cooked, let's go! Welcome in, Raiders! But yeah, if anybody needs to raid and run or take a break, that is totally fine. If you're gonna stick around, we're playing Ace Attorney. This is Apollo Justice. The first of the Apollo trilogy, Case 3. And Mr. Latouche was after cocoon smugglers. Wait. Was Machi? Yeah, objection! Correct. Machi, you weren't!
He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little.
Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you?
Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician. Probably going to get ready for bed, so I hope you have a lovely stream. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
I hope you get a good sleep. She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape.
Well, Machi, are you a smuggler?
He won't tell me. So I found 2 different recipes. I could post them, but I don't know if the bot will bot me for it.
I don't think so. I should have links enabled. Try to send it, and if it does bop you, I will unban or unrestrict or whatever. First he plays blind, and now he plays dumb.
I wonder. Do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone?
Ooh. Okay. Oink.
If anyone is wondering, these are recipes for snackoos, which are what Emma likes to eat from the game.
Interesting. Looks pretty simple from the recipe.
Mayhaps I will have to give it a try someday, when I feel like baking.
It looks like frying.
Machi really did bring one into the country. Was he planning on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home.
Can't go home?
I can't go home to Borginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Borginia is death. That's right! It's punishable by death! The second one leads to a channel that has an entire playlist of Ace Attorney food. Let's go. About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latus's death? Who is this? This meeting's over!
Oh, it's Darian. What are you doing here? Darian?
What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. There's a call from Machi from the Virginian Embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry. No go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving.
Darian, wait!
I never liked you. Either of you. Huh?
What the heck, man? Darn it! We were so close! He was about to tell us! Skunkhead, he's stinky. Hey, Apollo?
He didn't want to hear us... Oh, he didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say.
Apollo!
And there can only be one reason why.
Why is everyone ignoring me?
Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow. In court! Oh man, I'm so tired though. I feel like I might stop here for today. Sorry, guys.
We will send out a raid